So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the lunge matrix. Now this is an exercise that I kind of put together myself for use with squash players, different levels of player that I've worked with. I've really found this a really useful exercise to incorporate. And as the name suggests, lunge matrix, there's a series of lunges that we're going to do, kind of encompassing all of the different lunge movements and the directions that you would cover in a typical rally. So the way it works is going to be 20 repetitions. I'm just going to do it here with body weight, hands across the chest there. So I'm going to go through, it's almost like 4 sets of 5 reps, as you'll see. So I start here, going to work on my left foot, just a standard linear lunge to the front. I then go out on a clock face of sort of 10 o'clock, so it's that diagonal lunge position, then out to the side, sort of 9 o'clock, that lateral lunge. I'm then thinking sort of back of the service box. We're looking at maybe 7, 8 o'clock with that turn there. And then my last one is spinning around sort of 6 o'clock on the clock face, so behind and then pushing back. So that's my left leg on my left side, and then immediately go into my right leg on my right side. So it's the same 5 movements: front, diagonal, side, sort of back of the service box, and then behind. So that's the first 10. Now go back to my left leg. Again, this is continuous, and I'm going to step across the body. So if you were hitting a forehand, if you're a right-hander on the right side, so now I'm going to step across. So the first one's still the same. I'm now going to that 2 o'clock position on the left leg, and then 3 o'clock, stepping across, back of the box, 4 o'clock, and then the last one spinning around behind and back to the start, and then finally, same thing on the last leg, just coming around, same 5 points, making sure that you're sort of thinking about the action that you'd make in a game of squash if you were doing that. So what we want to try and avoid, particularly on the lateral lunge, we don't want to just turn and then step out, because that becomes the same as the forward lunge. We want to make it a realistic movement. If I was going to take a ball off of my right leg on my right side, I wouldn't turn the whole body. The chances are that foot would turn out, but that foot would probably stay facing somewhere forward. So actually making it, you know, realistic. So sometimes when I start this exercise with people, we almost practice not quite a ghost, but a little bit of an arm movement. If I was going to hit a shot there, just thinking how I would step into that shot rather than being too rigid and making it too linear a lunge. So although it's a lunge exercise, we really are trying to think about how these movements relate back to the movements that you would make in a game. And you know, those 20 movements pretty much cover every type of lunge, every type of direction that you would need in a game. I mean, even the 6 o'clock one, if a ball's gone behind you, it's that ability to spin around and push back. So once you've got used to doing the exercise and you're comfortable with the movements, you can start increasing the speed a little bit, make it a little bit more powerful, and really replicate your game of squash with that exercise.